All right, if you just joined us, it's still Journalist Hangout. I still have Paul Dadana, Sukwa James. Now let's move straight to our third conversation, shall we? In the fight against terrorism, political will is essential. Without it, even the best strategies fall short. In a display of strong political will to tackle security threats across the country, the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, has issued a stern warning to members of the new terrorist group Lakurawa, emphasizing that their days are numbered. Ribadu noted that the terror group has come at a time when President Bola Tinubu has zero tolerance for insecurity. The emergence of Lakurawa as a terror group in the northwest was confirmed by the defense headquarters last week. Okay, Asuko, the warnings by the National Security Advisor to the new terrorist group, how significant is this warning?
Well, the first, let's say that this group is not a new group.
No, but let's just new.
Okay. Because I know it was the...
Exactly, 2018. Exactly.
Yeah, they've been there, you know, based on the recommendation, let me use recommendation,
okay,
you know, of the community leaders back then who were being attacked by bandits from Zamfara. Because they actually had their base in Sokoto and in Kebbi now, okay? And they've been there, you know, constituting themselves. First, they were a shield to the people. But until they started constituting themselves into a nuisance, flogging people, checking people's phones, and when you are listening to music, they remove your SIM from your phone and break it and punishing people. And then now they are even trying to expand their base by trying to recruit people, getting monies, you know, to recruit our young lads. You know, these guys are just roaming free, particularly in some local governments, like the local government in Gudu, Tagazan, Sila, Lame, Ilela, Binji. These are all border towns that are very, very close to the border to Nigeria, Niger, and so on, because they actually came from Niger. So I think what NSA, Nuhu Ribadu, has said is just trying to tell them we are going to bring the fight to you. It's either you leave our country or we attack you. And I like the language he used, that our president will not sit idly by and allow some ragtags.
But don't you think we need more action, less talk?
You know, I keep saying that, you know, when we heard, because the first time the defense headquarters, you know, made that statement, I would have preferred they didn't even mention that, oh, we have seen these people. I would prefer that they have attacked them, decimated them, or eliminated them, and then come and say, okay, fine.
We did this.
There was one terror group that was, you know, situated somewhere, XYZ, you know. We finished them, and they are no more there. Okay. Our people are now free. I think that is the language Nigerians want to hear.
Exactly.
You understand?
Exactly.
So for now, if Ribadu is now telling us, oh, this is what they are going to do, to me, I feel the language is not what that sort of language is not what I want to hear. Because it's like you're giving the terrorist group the opportunity for them to re-strategize.
Exactly.
Okay, that's okay, fine. They can come from the left, from the right. So how are we going to, you know, maintain our borders or whatever?
Exactly.
You know, so for now, I feel for us to be able to tackle terrorism, especially terrorism, because we don't know how far these guys have gone.
Exactly.
You know, we should do more action than going to the media. We can only come to the media when we have finished the work. Okay, because we know that our military have the capacity and the capabilities to deal with this terrorist group.
Okay.
And so let them deal with it. When they are done with it, they can now come back and tell us, we are finished with these guys.
Exactly.
There are no more in any local government in Nigeria, and this is the success that we have recorded. That is what Nigerians want to hear.
Oh, Dada, let's talk solutions here.
Okay.
What should be the role of the local governments, the traditional rulers, you know, in getting...
That's a very good question. But let me begin this way. I think Ribadu spoke the way he did because it was already in the open. I mean, before DHQ even said anything, Sokoto state government had, cried out, deputy governor, You know, many people didn't know about the existence of that, terror group until the deputy governor of Sokoto State spoke out.
But we did a report.
Many people, yes. I'm not saying you did. Of course, people knew of it.
I remember then the police, they were even denying then that they were just non-violent terrorists who are just passing by.
Thank you for saying this. Just hold on. When they have become violent,
okay,
the Sokoto State government cried out. DHQ confirmed. Then Ribadu spoke very tough. My own is this: why do we always react? Why are we not proactive enough? This terror group came in 2018. Mm-hmm. Majority of them were not Nigerians.
Yes.
It was even the failure of the security agencies. No, hold on.
Okay. Hold on.
We didn't need a Lakurawa to help us chase local terrorists in the first place. Because these were not, we didn't need foreigners, to cross our border and start helping us doing the work of our own security agents. That was where the error began. In fact, they should have chased them out the first time they came.
So you think the military dropped the ball in that?
Of course. It's good we are talking tough now. It's very good we are talking tough now. Secondly, also, you asked a question about the chiefs and
the local government.
You see, sometimes some of these terror groups, these terrorists, they come like friendly folks.
Exactly.
Sometimes they look friendlier than even the military. We've seen where we've heard of Boko Haram or bandits giving loans to people. You understand? Giving loans to people or giving them grants. You are a tailor, Why would in a poverty-stricken community, and somebody gives you a poverty-stricken community where many people are not even educated, somebody gives you money that gives you a new lease of life, you may want to follow that person sheepishly. So, the military has to do more to earn the trust or even of the local populations.
Okay.
You understand? That is when you can get intelligence. And when you get intelligence, act on it. We see this is what we did with Boko Haram, where pussyfooting were dragging until Boko Haram became something that escalated, that we found difficult, successive governments found difficult to deal with. Now we are saying, okay, they have been decimated, but they are still there, really. They are still there. They may not have been as active or as they used to be, but they are still there. It's not yet Wuru. The bandits are there. The so-called bandits, they are there. We can't be sometimes when I see security chiefs, celebrating that, yes, we have done this, we have done that. It's fine. But there's nothing worth celebrating because people are still being kidnapped, people are still dying. So like Asuko said, let's have more action. Let's see how to interface with our people. Now the people know, now that they've been taxing them, they came to steal their, why they kill 15 people? They came to steal their cow. They made away with 100 cows, and the villagers started chasing them. And of course, these people probably had to put up firepower, and then they killed 15 of them. Now it's done on everybody. Now that these people, they are no friends. They have never been friends. They have never been friends of Nigeria. We don't even need them. So let us see how to deal with them. Let us see how to, interface with work with the local populations and their trust. And then our porous borders, let's do something about them.
Very, very important. Very, very important.
Let's do something about them. It's very easy for somebody from Nigeria to cross to Nigeria because, of course, an average Nigerian still looks like an average Northerner. So we must find a way of identifying.
They've even intermarried.
Still talking solutions. What should be the role of local governments, traditional rulers? Some have even said that maybe the local government traditional should also be held accountable for this as well.
Of course. I totally agree because we need to start finding ways of securing the ungoverned spaces that are around our border towns. Because mostly it's around the border towns. It might not just only be in the north, even in the southwest here. Some of those border towns you might not even see a police officer, might not see anything there, So we must find a way to, secure our borders. The local government most of the local government chairmen, I'm not sure that they even know where some of these places are. They might not even go there.
Do they even stay in the local government?
That's what I'm saying. So most what they do is just to stay in the capital, and then they call themselves local government chairmen. But we want to do. It has to be more than that. We need local government chairmen who would always go to all parts of the local government, check what people want, check what they need. Sokoto State, for instance, when you talk about statistics or data, multidimensionally poor, it ranks the highest. Okay? So it means I'm not talking about just being poor because they don't have money, but we are talking about no healthcare, no education. So you can see that it is combined together. That is what we are calling multidimensional. So we need to find, the local government needs to see how they can take primary health care there, see how they can take education there, because I feel if people are educated, it will take them out of poverty, and somebody from somewhere will not come and indoctrinate them with their ideologies. And the community leaders must also have faith in our own security agents, which is where our security agents also have to also go there and be friendlier.
That's it.
With the civilian populace, and make sure that, the Nigerian government loves them, and they know their problems, and they are out there to also secure them and help them. Because once they do that, anytime they see anybody that is not one of them, they will be able to pass information. That is where intelligence gathering comes in. I feel that we can solve this problem. Okay. All we need is for us to work together. Collaboration is important.
Okay. All right. Right about now, we're about to go live for the service of songs for the late Chief of Army Staff, the late General Tarid Lakurawa. We go live now. All right, thank you very much. Okay, if you just joined us, it's still Journalist Hangout. I still have Paulada and Asukwo James. But let's look at the role of poverty and illiteracy. In tackling poverty, we've tried a lot. We've tried NAPEP, we've tried UWIN, but all of these things have not worked.
We've not tried enough. Yeah, we've not tried enough. Therefore, you need to also reorientate people's mind. You understand? Educate them. We need to check what they are teaching people, even in religious houses. What kind of religious education people are getting. Right-minded Christians and Muslims will tell you that their religions don't support. Of course, we have a lot of leading voices of the two religions that will tell you that the religions don't support violence and all of this. But there are people, local people, that still use the holy books, to teach. Let me just give you one. Let me give an example. Sometime back in 2002, when there was Miss World riots in Kaduna, I was in Kaduna then. So they caught some people. They were burning, the churches were burnt and all of that. When they arrested some people, they were saying they gave them something like 200 naira or thereabout to go and. So give you 200 naira. I think they brought them together, fed them, and they gave them some 200 naira. They went on the spree,
burning spree,
destroying, burning spree, and all of that. So we need to do a lot. When we talk about multidimensional poverty, apart from the fact that they cannot eat, even the poverty of the mind.
Poverty of the mind.
Poverty of the mind. True. We need to really work.
We need to do a lot.
Change people's orientation.
All right, we need to go on another quick break. And when we return, Journalist Hangout will be back. Don't go anywhere.